Welcome to the Death Sticks and Bricks podcast. We are back. I'm your host, Luke, and then we also have Nick. And Nick, who are we having on today as our guest?
Today, we're having our friend Joe, all the way from the UK.
Sweet.
Hope you guys enjoy today's pod.
Nice to see you guys.
Oh, shoot, that room
nice
looks
to see you
sweet.
too. I know. What's going on in the background there?
Thanks.
This is the Lego room.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. You have a Lego room?
Yeah, I'm quite lucky, really. This was my old bedroom, and I've got an older brother and sister. They moved out, so I took back one of the old bedrooms, and I filled it with Lego. Parents let me do that, so I'm quite lucky, really. So, but yeah, thanks for having me on, guys. It's nice to be here.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've watched a few pods and I like them. I like what you guys are doing. I was watching you guys discuss Barad-dûr the other day. That set looks sick. I'm not really a Lord of the Rings guy, but in terms of just a Lego set, incredible.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's crazy what the Fell Beast GWP is selling for on the secondary market. I saw like $150 for the gift with purchase.
Yeah, well, you should have picked it up, Nick.
No. I know, we should have just bought it early and then sold that.
I think you're better off getting that.
Yeah, I think the gift with purchase is a big motivator for people, and my friend got it. He got the gift with purchase. He's not selling it; he's building it. But yeah, it's crazy what they go for on the aftermarket. But you can see why people do it, because even if they don't want the gift with purchase, they can knock like $100, £100, whatever off the set.
Oh yeah, it makes total sense to do it. Really.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so today we were thinking more just, we had some like simple guiding topics, but we thought we'd really do it more like conversationally.
Yeah.
But yeah, you look pretty serious, so this is gonna be sweet.
Sorry,
I wasn't expecting that collection in the back.
I didn't. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, we share a room in here, and so space is limited, so we could use that awesome thing. But I guess what's up?
I was going to say I used to envy a lot of people, and I do appreciate that not everyone has the space. I mean, I often look at coming from a Brit as well. I often look at you guys in the States, and I know this is probably a idyllic way of viewing it, but I know a lot of people in the States often have bigger houses, and we often look at you guys and think, wow, everything's just so big out there. You must have so much space. And some of the Lego rooms I see over in the States there get a bit, people's basements and stuff.
Oh, they get ridiculous. Yeah, we don't have a basement. We're in the Southern California, so we don't really have any basements here.
Oh,
so kind of stinks.
Where we live, homes are smaller because the real estate's quite a lot. But some of those places, like in the middle of the country, those homes are so cheap, and you just have massive space. But yeah, that's not us at all. We're tight.
Yeah,
we're squeezing in every set.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I think I guess people overseas sort of forget that. But it's interesting to see how different Lego collectors do it, because then it's different again when I look at like Lego collectors in like Germany or people like that.
I'm jealous of the magazines you guys get. They come with the figures.
Oh man, yeah.
Like those are the best.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
right there.
It's
yeah,
the best thing. I wish we had those. That's the thing I'm most jealous about. Those are so sweet, and then every month it comes, and it's a great way to get a cool fig for a good price. How much is the magazine?
Depends. They're usually about £4.99, so I don't know what that would be in dollars.
Okay.
But yeah, they do a Star Wars one, they do a Harry Potter one, they do loads. The Star Wars one tends to go for a bit more. The licensed ones, typically do. And then if they go, if they're coming with a highly desired fig, typically if there's a clone trooper in it, they're gone. You go to the shops and they're just not there. Everyone's out for them. So yeah, they can be hard to get hold of if they've got desirable figs.
Okay, so like what, 5 pounds is like $6.30. So
yeah,
a little more. That's a good price. That's a good price still.
That for sure.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. But you get, like with everything with Lego, you get the scalpers, and then you get people, going in the shops, buying them all, and then chucking them online. Doubling the price, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah, but yeah. So that's the Lego room.
What are your thoughts on helmet
Cool.
holes?
On helmet holes, I don't mind them. I don't have a problem with the helmet holes.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, some of my first clone troopers were the Revenge of the Sith clone troopers with the cutout for the visor, and then after not long after I picked that up, the Clone Wars came out, and I was fascinated by like all the different attachments the clones came with the helmet holes. So yeah, I've got a bit of nostalgia for that whole thing. So it doesn't matter to me that much, and the placement of them, I guess, is a bit annoying. I don't think I've got any with the helmet holes in there at the moment, but yeah, no, it doesn't.
That's funny.
Doesn't bother me.
We're the total opposite. We spent a bunch of money to buy all replacement helmets for like
I
32nd especially.
Yeah.
So
no,
I don't know.
Those figures are quite weak. Like the big black band along the front of the helmet as well.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah, I think the helmet's overall the worst part.
They really didn't do them well.
Yeah. So what have you guys been building?
So recently sets, I haven't gotten. What's the most recent set we got? Oh, the throne room you got.
Oh yeah, I just picked the throne room diorama for like 20% off.
Nice. Score.
A month ago or so.
It's a great set.
The dioramas are all so great.
Oh, I love every diorama. They're all amazing.
We love the quotes.
Oh, it's the best part.
They're fantastic. I think that's one of the best things Star Wars has done. I mean, Lego are killing it. The more they've leaned into the adult market, with the things like the helmets and the especially the. Have I got any of them here? I've got one of them here, the dioramas. Some of them are in my bedroom. I got that one. I'm looking to get the pod race as well, but
I like that one.
Yeah, the trench run is pretty awesome.
What's the quote on it?
I think it's just use the force.
Oh, the force is strong with this one.
The force is strong with this one, yeah, which is good.
I like that. That's a good quote.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna get the pod racer one and pair it with that because they're both sort of micro scale builds.
Are you a fan of the pod racing build?
Yeah. What do you think about it? What's your thoughts?
I was a little bit disappointed when I seen it, but at the same time, I don't know what people expected in terms of a diorama. Because if it was going to be a diorama and they were going to be full-size pod racers with minifigs, I mean, that thing would be quite expensive.
Oh yeah, that's not a diorama anymore.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I know, I know Star Wars fans wouldn't have a problem with paying that. I think there's one thing I've learned, like Lego Star Wars, there's sort of not really a cap on it. Like people will just pay it if they've got the money, obviously. But yeah, it's a set that I'm gonna get, but I'm not gonna rush into. I try to prioritize different things. So I recently got the ATT as well, so I'm probably gonna build that soon. But yeah, what a gorgeous set! There it is.
Yeah, I guess our only issue is the price. It's a little pricey.
All the dioramas are pretty pricey. I think most of them are worth it though.
But if you get the sets on like the 20% discount, I like them. Like for 20% off, I'd like. Same with like the throne room. Like the throne room at 100 was a lot, but 20% off at 80, that's pretty doable. So
yeah, 100 is a little pricey.
Cool. I like the quote. I like this quote too. It's nice to give it a Qui-Gon quote.
The quote's cool. I think. No, go on.
I just think, gosh, from Phantom Menace, they could have made that Duel of the Fates set. Why would you not make a Duel of the Fates diorama? Like, I feel like that should have been number one priority.
100%. I think it's still something we could see, to be honest, because the dioramas do very well. So it could be something we see.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So we take it you like Lego Star Wars. Is that your favorite theme, or what other themes do you like as well?
So Star Wars, Marvel, and then pretty much anything just sort of I like fantasy stuff, so I'm not really into Lord of the Rings, but I appreciate a lot of the sets for the figures and the builds. Love castle, pirates, stuff like that. A lot of the bigger builds, like icons, like modulars, things like that. Yeah, all sorts really. I like classic Lego Space. I've been collecting the Space CMFs that have been out at the moment. Got loads of stuff I can flip you guys around. Look, I've got these behind me.
Oh my gosh.
You're a serious collector.
Oh, the Lion Knight Castle. Yeah, this is serious. Our setup is good right now.
It's it burns a hole in my wallet. Like I don't, I don't have money for much else, but it's cool. I love it.
Yeah, it looks great on display.
That's great. Yeah. I think, so you talked about Marvel. I think Marvel has great opportunity to collect because the figures are really affordable in the aftermarket. Like on Bricklink, you can go for you can buy figures for under $5 a figure, like really cool figures. So that's what we did, but we bought some of those. Just like Lego Star Wars has such a premium on figure prices. I guess there's no CMS for Lego Star Wars, but they make such high quality Marvel figs for a great price. So I really like that aspect.
Yeah, no, the Marvel.
I think I think if you're a Marvel collector, it's great.
Yeah, no, the Marvel figs are fantastic. The CMFs, I mean, the detail on some of them. I don't have any to hand.
Like that Spider-Man with dual molded legs is just outstanding.
Yeah,
and it's $3.
Yeah, I think particularly if you go to Bricklink, I mean, eBay tends to be a bit hiked, but Bricklink for some of the CMFs is ridiculous. And also, I don't know if I know a lot of people's interest in Marvel has waned as sort of people's interest in the MCU has sort of dwindled. So I don't know if that sort of has affected it, whereas people maybe aren't as interested in Marvel anymore. But I mean, there's just some fantastic figs, and the nice thing about the nice thing about like the DC figures as well as the Marvel ones is that they're so colorful. It's they're colorful, they're bright, they're all so unique. So yeah, big Marvel fan. What about you guys?
I'm a big fan of Marvel, DC, mostly Lego Star Wars, I would say, but
mainly Lego Star Wars. But I feel like we've kind of collected almost a lot of it now, so I'm trying to be more selective. But branching out's been nice, just because like you can get these awesome figures for such a good price.
Yeah.
So there's so many I want to buy. I really want to add in like I need to buy Frozone. Incredibles.
He's a great figure, yeah.
He's awesome. I've got him. Such a good fig.
So I just think people don't realize that you can buy this awesome figure for like a buck. This figure is awesome.
Dual molded legs, just outstanding.
Dual molded arms.
Yeah.
The CMS are so sweet. Such a shame they don't make them for Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean the closest thing we've had is the sort of the smaller sort of minifigure packs that come with like 3 minifigures in a small build. Like had the clone one and the Rebel Troopers one. And I'd like to see more of those sorts of things because I think that's going to be the closest we'll get to sort of getting individual figures on their own.
Yeah, that would be cool to see. What do you think about the Avengers Tower?
I was gonna ask.
You like that set?
The same thing.
Honestly, I love that set. My only complaint is I think some of the figures are just kind of like meh, not too interesting. But some of the other ones, like I mean, the Vision figure is just incredible. And yeah, I haven't seen it in person either, so I look forward to seeing it in person. I hope to buy it eventually.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you not live near a Lego store that has it displayed?
The closest one's like 2 hours away, so I've been there every now and again. But
man, that's interesting.
So, that is far.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like, I'm always envious of people when I see people online like, oh, I went to my local Lego store. Like, oh, you've got a local Lego store? But at the same time, I don't mind that it's far away because I wouldn't trust myself if I had a local Lego store.
Yeah, we were around like 25 minutes away from ours, so we go there a lot.
15.
15?
Yeah.
15. No, that's not far at all.
See, that's dangerous. I'd be visiting that pick-a-brick wall every day,
But
yeah, those figures.
I think the big thing is sets are way better in person than online. They're just, it's weird. Like you get it and it's so cool in person. It was really nice in person, but I see what you're saying. Some figs are kind of like, it's a lot, but some are kind of bland. Like the Shatari are kind of like,
no leg printing.
Yeah,
that's kind of
I think that's the big one. It's a lack of leg printing on some of them, and this has been a problem with a lot of Marvel figures. I've got Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum, and some of the figures on that just really could have used some leg printing. I think when you pay so much for a set as well,
I agree.
That's the least they could do.
Yeah, it's really missing. No, none.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, a lot of, there's a little bland. I see that. I really think if they would have made this a few years ago, it would have done so much better when Marvel was bigger. Like you said earlier, it's kind
100%.
of cooled down. Like, if this came out right after like this movie came out, or like during the Endgame era, this would have sold way better.
Yeah, 100%. Because it would have, I think it would have attracted people who aren't necessarily even into Lego. Because I think that's a lot of the thing now with a lot of these larger Lego sets and some of the more unique ones that are targeted at adults, is a lot of people are buying Lego now that don't necessarily buy Lego. They'll go and buy that one set and they'll probably never buy Lego again. And a lot of Marvel fans probably would have bought that. But yeah, it's something I hope to get in the future. I mean, I prefer the Bugle, to be honest. The Daily Bugle is a better set in my opinion.
Do you?
Yeah, I just think it's got a better selection of figures. I think it opens up better. I think got more detail. Maybe I'm a bit biased because I'm a Spider-Man fan as well. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not that hardcore of a Spider-Man fan. So a lot of a lot of characters, I'm not that like. I didn't read the comics or anything, so I'm not dying to get some of those figures. But it's an awesome set. But some of the figures, I'm just not. I don't really know too much about them. That's my only complaint, I guess.
It's a good price too, right? $350, I think is what it is. That's pretty good for such a big set.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's a spectacle. I mean, the only thing that dwarfs it really, I guess, would be Avengers Tower.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull that set up.
Tower taller, right? Yeah, I'll pull up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's taller. Yeah, I don't know by how much. Probably a couple centimeters. Not by much, I wouldn't have thought, but.
Yeah, the Bugle is sweet.
It's really nice. It is nice.
So yeah, that's a favorite of mine, and it's nice how it's kind of like a modular building as well. So you can just connect it to other modulars if you collect those. You could put it into a city, or you could just have it freestanding. I mean, so much of that set is just it's on my all-time list. I do gush over that set quite a lot. I come in here and just stand and look at it,
So what's your top 5 sets of all time?
That's hard on the spot.
Yeah,
it's super hard on the spot.
But asking me to pick between my kids, Bugle's one of them, and I've got here UCS Slave One, and that for me, because I'm a big Boba Fett fan.
That's a top.
The UCS Slave One is so nice. That's one of the best sets because it's minifig scale.
Yeah, it's minifig scale.
I would love to have that set.
Right amount of detail. It's fantastic. I'm glad I got it. I managed to get it in a sealed box during COVID, and I paid probably about 250 quid for it. And in that time, it sort of maybe almost doubled in price. So yeah, it's fantastic. It's a fantastic set, and I love that. I'm trying to think what else. See, and then there's proper nostalgic sets I could pick as well, from my childhood. Stuff like I was really into the Power Miners as a kid. Loved the Power Miners.
I remember that.
I had the Thunder Driller. Amazing. So yeah, so some of those sets are really cool. Medieval Blacksmith, I've got that in here as well. That's a fantastic set. So yeah, I couldn't put them in order. I don't think. They probably changes daily.
What'd you say?
What's your what are some on your list?
Um, Probably. I mean, I feel like the UCS Millennium Falcon is like one of the best sets ever made.
Yeah.
What about the Ray Fig?
Even with the Ray Fig, it's insane. It's minifig scale.
Yeah.
Do you think we need it?
It's insane.
It's so detailed. I think that's like one of the best sets ever made for sure. Rivendell. I think Rivendell's an amazing set. Um, Maybe like the first ever Super Star Destroyer is pretty sweet.
Oh, 100%. That was the first time we got like a Dengar as well, wasn't it? And Bossk. I mean, fantastic set.
Yeah. What was the Death Star with the one of the Death Stars, one of the older ones? I'm trying to hear.
Like the original 2008 one.
Is that the one with the all the figs and stuff?
Yeah. Well, they've made 2 iterations of it, but effectively they're the same set, really.
Yeah, I'd say that Death Star is up there. And then maybe like the Kashyyyk Battle Pack, I'd put. The Kashyyyk Battle Pack is one of my favorites. It's so good. It's the perfect set.
Yeah, thick clone troopers in that set.
Yeah, like that set. Set's amazing.
I would love. It'd be cool that we remade this. I would like to have it.
Yeah, and I'm surprised they remade it. Like we've already had 2 iterations of it. Obviously, this is the earlier one, and then we had a later iteration when Disney bought it and updated figs and things like that. And I think it had a higher piece count and obviously a higher price, but basically looked the same.
Yeah, I think they're similar.
Fantastic set, and I think what it reminds me of now is like we've got a lot of the sort of dioramas, like the trash compactor, throne room, things like that, and it's nice to see them all, admittedly at a smaller scale, but all compact in there in an actual Death Star that you can, you can spin around and look at. I think it's great.
Yeah, I do like that a lot.
Yeah, it's like combining all the dioramas.
I'm not even worried about the scale either.
Cool.
It's even if it's not even close to minifig scale, which it can never be.
Yeah,
it's still cool to see all the scenes. I like how I could see all the scenes.
Exactly. It's. I always think with a lot of this stuff, it's an artistic interpretation. You're never going to capture the Death Star. It's pointless. But something like that represents significant scenes in it, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I do think we are due a Death Star, whether that be with figures or a more sort of UCS style without figures. But yeah, I do think we are due a Death Star.
Nick, what is your top 5? Some of your favorites, at least.
Rivendell is going to be on there. The Cantina, UCS Cantina, is on there.
Great
the
set.
2008 Gunship, just because that's the one that we have, and I love that you can just put all the clones in it. That's 3. I would say the 2008 Clone Battle Pack that comes with 3 Plane 1 clones, because that's one of the best. I love that clone for army. Like that's like the pinnacle of army building. I feel like that's 4.
100%.
I got one more set. I've never seen the UCS Slave One in person, but it might be that. I would do anything for UCS Jango's Slave One.
Oh.
So I might have to put. I think I'd put the UCS Slave One on as 5. So those would be my top 5.
And then Nick, you over what is like a year ago, right? Was it a year? How long ago? 6 months ago, where you took apart our Boba Slave One and turned it into Jango's?
Yeah, I made a custom. It's probably the best mock, the only real mock we have. But yeah, I took the 2008 or 2011 one, and I made it into a Jango's Slave One.
That's sick, man.
I was pretty happy with that, and I don't know, it was pretty cheap to swap, and then Bricklink's so good for the prep pieces. But I don't know. Are you much of a mock builder, Joe?
I wish I was. I've got a habit of collecting lots of pieces and different figures and saying like, yeah, I'm going to use this in a mock. Never do. But one day maybe when I retire or some shit, well, am I allowed to say that?
We can cut it out. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So yeah, if I if I get round to it, yeah, and I do like sort of tinkering with my Lego sets and changing things if I don't think they're quite right. Maybe adding different colors, or different pieces, extra figures or extra rooms, things like that. I've got the Ideas fishing store, which I added extra. I don't know if you guys can see this.
Yeah.
I made it a bit taller.
Gosh.
So it used to be
that's clean.
maybe about this.
It's a really nice set.
Gosh. Yeah, it's a gorgeous set. So I turned it into like a pirate's hideout.
Okay. That looks really nice. It's so tiled off too. There's not a lot of. It's nice.
Oh my
and
gosh,
clean looking,
yeah.
isn't it?
I really like how that looks.
Yeah, it's such a clean set. It's probably one of the best Ideas sets they've done, I think. Still, we've had so many Ideas sets now as well, but that is one of the better ones.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So, have you been collecting like throughout since being a kid, or did you take like a gap for a while? Like, how did you get back into it?
I took time off. I had a gap, like a lot of people. I was collecting as a kid, and I was quite heavily into it as a kid. I even tried to start a YouTube channel as a kid. I was probably about 11, maybe. And then I got a bit older, and got interested in other things. Going out with friends. Trying to meet girls, things like that. And I lost interest in Lego a little bit, but that interest never entirely faded. And I catch myself occasionally, like, if I'd seen a bit of Lego on a shelf, I'd be like, oh, look, there's Lego. So that never entirely left me. And then I was probably about 17 or 18. And then it just occurred to me one day, I was like, hold on a minute. Like, I'm at a point in my life now where I'm an adult. I've got a good group of friends. Like, no one's going to judge me anymore if I go back to that. And it was just a complete epiphany. And I had loads of it in the attic, and I got it all down. Started building again. Started building a castle immediately. That was like one of the first things I built. And then I started collecting Lego Marvel because I was really into the MCU at the time. And that was it. I have not looked back. I've just spent stupid amounts of money.
That's awesome.
But yeah, there's
quite the gap. So
yeah,
I wish we'd gotten back in a little earlier.
Yeah, no, 100%. I wish I did. I mean, I look back and again, stuff like Lord of the Rings, the Pirates of the Caribbean sets, some of the Star Wars sets that I missed out on. I mean,
it's a shame.
Yeah,
like
shame.
that 2013, 24, like the early 2010s had such good stuff.
Amazing.
Or even like
I grabbed some stuff, Nick. Like I was grabbing stuff in the early 2010s.
No, yeah, you have some good. Yeah, you have some nostalgia.
That Rex is that Rex battle pack. Not battle pack, that little Rex set for $30.
That was a good set. I've got the figure.
The throne room, the Palpatine throne room duel, or that one, the Jedi. What's it called?
The Senate? When they get into the Senate chamber? Palpatine's arrest.
Yeah, like when the 4 Jedi go in. Yeah, Palpatine's arrest.
We have that set.
That one.
We have that.
Well, not
that's a cool set. Do you have it out on display?
No.
No, we don't have it built.
It doesn't look that good on display. It's kind of a play set, which it's kind of stinks. But yeah. I wish it was more of a diorama.
So you're saying that girls? How do you think girls have reacted to your Lego collecting? Because I have a girlfriend, but she is anti. Like, she does not like it.
Not at all.
Want to hear about it. She doesn't want to build with me.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Oh, I just spent $500 on the set. She has no interest.
Yeah, that's the kicker. Money for a lot of girls in there. But no, I'm lucky to have a girlfriend who I've been with for a few years now, and it was one of the things I sort of had to get out of the way quite quick. I was like, yeah, I'm sort of into Lego, and I wasn't going to be ashamed about it. I was like, I haven't got anything to lose, and then. Yeah, and she was really into it, and yeah, she builds Lego with me occasionally. I buy her the Lego flowers and things like that. She's not into it deep like I am, but she enjoys it. She'll walk around the Lego shop with me. Yeah, she's always happy to hear about what I've been building. So I'm really lucky in that. But I can appreciate.
That's great. That's good.
Yeah, I can appreciate they're not always. yeah, I can appreciate, not everyone's partners are into it, and that was one of the things that I didn't like when I was a kid. I was like, oh, how do I explain to girls that I like Lego? And that was probably one of the things that sort of drew me away from it a bit, to be honest.
Yeah. That's a good sign. Yeah, I wonder why a lot of girls don't like it. Like if you meet a girl, she comes and sees your room, and it's full. If you have like a full village built of like I just feel like a majority of women would be like, I'm leaving. Bye. Like why? I wonder why that is.
Maybe it's not the case. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just that a lot of people are intimidated by obsession. It's like if you were to go into a girl's house and she's got like loads of weird, creepy dolls, or loads of cats, you know what I mean, or loads of teddy bears, and you'd be like, have you got a problem? So I can appreciate someone would come into my life and see all my Lego and be like, have you got a problem? Um,
That's a good point. I guess, yeah, that makes sense. That's a good explanation.
Yeah.
I like that. Ooh, we haven't talked that much about minifigs. What are some minifigs you love? Some that you have that like you really like, or one that like you really would love to get one day?
Okay. So I've got one of my most coveted minifigs that I own would be the Shadow ARF Trooper.
Ooh,
it's a great figure.
That is a nice figure.
Yeah,
that's really nice.
And I got that back in the day, and obviously, 11-year-old me would never appreciate what it would go on to be worth. But thankfully, I've kept it, and I do need to get a display case for it. But there he is, stunning figure.
That's a clean figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that. Gosh, that's a good fig.
So yeah, I've got that, and I'm lucky to have that. One day I'd like to own a chrome Darth Vader if I could. I think that's what I'd like to hunt down.
How much does he go for? How much does he go for?
400, maybe 500.
Yeah, in the UK, right? It goes for about £400-500.
Yeah,
I did see someone.
Depends on condition.
Yeah, depends if it's in the bag, and some people build them in the bag, and sometimes they can get damaged in the bag as well. So, yeah, it's a figure that I'd love to own, and I think that was done for the 10th anniversary of Lego Star Wars, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they came in random sets, right?
Yeah, that was it. Because there was a 3PO as well. There was a gold.
That gold.
They did the gold 3PO.
3PO is cool. I just think Vader is a cooler character. So when like an exclusive of a really cool character makes this figure so cool.
For sure.
3PO is like, he's just kind of there. Like the gold 3PO is cool, but this to me is cooler just because like it's exclusive Vader. Yeah, I love the original Vader fig, so this is money.
It
is. We don't talk about this much, do we?
About what? Sorry?
We don't discuss this figure that much. This is really clean, huh?
No, we don't. No, it's a super nice figure.
Yes, we don't really talk about the exclusive figs that much, or
no, we kind of go on more like budget, I would say, figs that we realistically pick up in the next couple. Something you could just go on and
absolutely.
pick up. I would say.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that.
One we talk about a lot that we would love is the original Jango Fett. That's like a holy grail figure. So it's just the nostalgia from the Lego Star Wars video game and getting that character, and it's just a cool figure. That's one we really think about a lot.
That's my most wanted for sure.
Yeah, no, that's one I'd love to have. Isn't he got isn't he like a purple sort of color?
It's a bluish purple. No one really knows. Is it exactly blue or no one? I don't know.
It's not a color we've really seen much of, is it?
No, it's exclusive to that fig alone.
Really?
Yes,
I believe. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I've seen that color a lot, to be honest.
No, I don't. I think it's only exclusive to him.
Yeah. Oh, I did not know that.
Do you know what fig we need to build, Nick? Well, we have that Zam Wessel, but can we not find her arm or
No,
something?
we can't find her arm and head.
And I think that color that she has is also exclusive to her, I think.
I think so. That like pink or purple, whatever
Yeah, it's
color.
this purplish pink kind of
Yeah,
color.
yeah, it's like a lavender sort of. I don't know what color you call it, but yeah.
See, the thing for those like these high end figures is, would I rather buy that $400 figure or buy like the new $400 UCS set? And it's hard for me to say that figure over the UCS set.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
what it comes down to for me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like this, you get like one, like it's so cool, and it'll always be cool, but it's just hard to pass on the set.
Yeah, no, and you think about the sheer quantity of plastic you're getting for your money, and you think, how can I not do that? You know.
It's a hard mental hurdle.
Yeah,
it is.
But once you leap over it, you know it's gone. Then like I was like that when I started buying sort of more expensive sets. Like I'd buy like £150 set, and I'd be like, wow, I've spent a lot of money. And now it's just like every other month, I'm just like, yeah, another big set. Let's do it.
So do you have do you have a monthly budget, yearly budget for sets, or just whatever you want? Like how do you decide? When you're going to get a new set?
Honestly, I'm probably quite irresponsible in that sense. I literally just spend as I see fit, and like as long as I've got enough to pay for stuff, pay bills, eat. It doesn't matter. I've got a list. I keep a list of sets that I'm like trying to hunt down, and it's always being.
What are some hot ones on there?
What sets on here? Let me think. Trying to find one that I like, a cool one that I don't have. I feel like I've been put on the spot. I've got the UCS Millennium Falcon on here, which I do have, and it popped into my head when you were mentioning it earlier. I don't know how I didn't include that on my list of like all-time sets. I haven't built it, but I have seen it in person. I haven't built it because it's huge. It's just a huge disc. Like having somewhere to put it is a real pain with that one. But
it kind of feels like the ultimate. It feels like the ultimate Lego set.
Yes.
Like if you could only own one set, what would you own? And that might be the answer. It's like the most iconic Lego set, Lego like Star Wars ship. I guess the figure is the only thing I'm missing. Like if it had like the original cast of it, I think it.
Well, it does have everybody, doesn't it? It just includes the sequel. Who's it missing?
No, it's right. It's Han, Leia, Chewie,
Lando.
And then it has
is it Lando?
No, and then it has sequel Han, sequel Rey, and then sequel Finn. So it'd be cool if they re-released the same set but updated figures, and went just like Han, Chewie, Leia, Lando, Ponda Baba, like all like Luke.
Ponda Baba. Is it Ponda Baba's his name, right?
Is it? I think so.
The weird looking.
No, Nine Nub.
Which one?
It's Nine Nub.
Nine Nub. Yeah.
Because like he and Lando piloted in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Right. So just like I don't know if you have like all the figs whoever kind of win in it, that would be cool into it.
Yeah.
So, but that's a plus set.
Yeah, absolutely, it is, and I think it's sort of like you said, is that one Lego set that if you could own, that would be it, and it's almost gained that sort of cult status in the sort of community as well, and I think that's why it's been around for so long, and Lego have kept it on shelves for so long, because it's something that everyone likes, and a lot of people aspire to own, is sort of like very much the holy grail among Lego collectors, I would say. Never mind Lego Star Wars collectors.
Yeah, I think that's true, and it's been the same price for it. It was originally $800, but it jumped up to $850. But that's still not a bad price for how many pieces you get, how big it is. It's really not that crazy of a price.
No. I think with the sheer size, when you see it, you can appreciate. Oh wow, that's why you're paying that money, and it's the way that the sets are presented. My only gripe with it would be that it's probably still got the sticker display plaque for the UCS thing, because they've started printing those now. And
that's a big issue for me. I don't like having stickers for good use expensive sets.
No,
it should be all printed.
Yeah, 100%. I don't mind. I can maybe do a few small stickers, but when it's something big like that and something that's such a focal point of the set, I mean, thankfully I didn't mess up the slave one, but I've seen that they've. I don't know when they started printing the plaques, because I know that the TIE Interceptor has a printed plaque. I don't know if the UCS.
Did they start with the Venator? Was the Venator the first?
Oh, that's a good shout, actually. Yeah.
Maybe that. I'm not sure. We don't actually have any official UCS sets.
No.
We've never bought any. But it would be good to get one.
I'm kind of tired of ships. I feel like I'd like locations more than ships, like Dex's Diner,
100%.
like locations I'd rather have.
Dex's Diner is well overdue. We are.
Mustafar Duel, just
100%.
I saw there's a leaked Ewok Village coming out in 2025.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So I'm pretty excited for that.
That could be good. I'll be interested to see how they price that. Whether they go sort of the same sort of range as like Mos Eisley Cantina, or whether they go more than that. Sort of, I don't know, £600-700, something more akin to like the Millennium Falcon or AT-AT, something like that. I mean, I know they're ships, but something in terms of that sort of scale. It'll be intriguing to see, because I think they could make some like stupidly tall trees. Like
I would love. Yeah. Oh, I want the trees to be huge.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll go Ghost, Anakin, and everybody? Will they have ghosts, Force ghosts?
I'd like it. We need it. We did. Everyone wants. I know a lot of people want Force. I won't say everyone, but a lot of people want.
Nick and I always talk about this.
Yeah, I think I've seen you guys chatting about it the other day.
Figures. Oh, we want the Force Ghost would be so cool. And use the Vision leg piece. I want that, like that. They already have it. They could do it. Just print on that for the whole thing.
Oh yeah, they can 100% do transparent things. I just think it's I don't know. Maybe they're sitting on things. I often think they tactically keep things back. Like, we'll do that in a few years. I do wonder that sometimes.
But yeah, you can't give us all the you can't give us everything we really want. So
no.
Yeah, there's some big things I feel like they could have made. That people were like re-releasing a Slave One. They haven't done in forever. Force Ghosts are a big one.
Django Slave One would sell like crazy.
I think we need a new set with Jango Fett, regardless of whether it's a Slave One. I just think people are due that.
Yeah.
Because he can be silly on the aftermarket. Particularly is it the angry face version of Jango Fett?
Yeah, the angry face is worth more.
Yeah. Which I never get stuff like that.
I heard isn't the torso slightly different though, Nick?
Oh, okay.
I think something else is slightly different, right, Nick? Isn't it the torso? It might be a different shade of silver.
Different color.
I think it's a slightly different shade.
To me, it looks about the same. It's hard, I couldn't tell from a picture online. It looks the same. I don't get that.
No. So, and sometimes it could just like be that batch, like that, on the production line, it was becoming, the print was becoming a bit faded or whatever. Because the prints aren't always consistent. But what set was that? Was that the hyper ring?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a really nice set.
That's it. Yeah.
So the smile, so smile. I guess it's like slightly darker.
I can't tell at all.
I can't tell.
Let's see.
Maybe someone who's, I don't know, has better eyes, but I just don't think the difference justifies the price change. Like, I know it's weird. Like, it's triple.
I don't get it at all.
Strange. I'd love a new Jango Fett with a thinner visor, like from that Mandalorian from the UCS Razor Crest set. because that the visor is nice looking.
Yeah, the Mando, the past couple Mando figs we've had. I mean, Mando's got some real nice treatment, and we've seen Boba Fett obviously get a new arm printed version in the mech.
Yes, yes, we picked that up.
Yeah, that's a great figure. So yeah, we're overdue with Jango. I'd love to see Jango get that treatment with the arm printing and everything. That'd be sick. And just more Attack of the Clones sets. I feel we need more prequel sets, and we're getting it now. And I think Lego realized that there's a real market for that, because a lot of Lego Star Wars fans are prequel fans. So yeah, I think we're going to get more prequel sets as we go forward. Fingers crossed.
Really hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. What any other topics we want to hit on? I think we've had a pretty good discussion so far.
Yeah. No,
we can talk about what's called again, bricks and minifigs. I guess we went to bricks and minifigs. What was it? How long ago was that? We just thought the prices were exorbitant. They're just crazy expensive.
It's like a secondhand Lego store.
Okay.
In America.
Yeah.
It's just they had their prices for figs were just well over what they were on BrickLink, and it's weird that people would pay it. Like they had, that like what's Anakin's Legion again? I'm blanking.
501st.
Yeah, they had like the 501st Specialist Battle Pack. They had those figures for like $8 a clone. It was just like weird. Like,
yeah, no,
I don't know. It didn't make sense. It just prices that like who in the right mind would ever pay for that? Like the Battle Pack's 20, like US, and then you can get it for 16. Like it's just weird prices. It was weird people would pay these. So.
Yeah, no, we've got in my town, we've got a couple of like small comic book stores, and a couple of them sell individual Lego figures. But like you say, the prices are ridiculous. But I think they get sort of the a lot of parents coming in with kids, and it's like, okay, you can have a minifigure, and they don't really see that they're being ripped off, and that, well, if you spent a few quid or a couple bucks more, you could get 4 of these.
That's true. That's a good point.
But yeah, the markup on some of the minifigs, and to be honest, I found it the same at some of the conventions as well I've been to, which is ironic as well, because you think that a lot of the people in conventions, obviously, they're Lego enthusiasts, so a lot of people in the conventions aren't necessarily going to be ripped off. They're going to know what a good price is. But also, I know it's expensive to set up at a Lego con, so.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, we've never been to a convention. They didn't seem to have any of that good on, because we're on like the west coast of the United States.
Seems like they're more on the East Coast, right?
Is
a lot
better
of them
for all the good conventions. It seems like so.
It does seem like that. I know Brick World Chicago seems to be the big one, doesn't it? And
yeah, I'd love to go to that.
It'd be fun. That'd be a fun trip to go on. We should probably do that.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
we should do that next year.
Yeah, maybe set up a little booth, sell some merch.
That'd be cool.
We were thinking about making shirts.
Yeah, no, I seen you guys you say about that. I like your logo. The logo you've got at the moment is really cool. So you could do something with that.
Luke made it with that being AI.
It's I just did it. It's all AI generated.
I had a hunch that it might have been AI. I didn't want to say, oh, that AI image, and then you guys be like, I worked on that.
No, we didn't work on that.
No. You think I could? Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, what you could do, I know a lot of people. I've been into the custom minifig community a little bit. Not necessarily Star Wars, but I collect Citizen Brick. Do you guys know them? They produce like custom minifigs, like really weird, like Lego minifigs.
Might have heard of them. It is. I feel like a Citizen Brick Collector on Instagram. Is that guy?
Yeah.
Citizen Brick. Here we go.
Brick's the company,
no, I've never heard of him. No. Custom pad printed Lego minifigs and bricks.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some of this stuff on the way, and that's another place where a lot of my money goes. But what I was getting at was you guys could maybe print on torsos, because I know a lot of people now are doing the pad printing, and printing stuff on torsos. I don't know how you would go about doing that. You probably need to get hold of someone. But I had someone message me on Instagram saying like, "Oh, do you want to be part of a commission?" And they wanted to know if I wanted to send stuff to them to get their logo printed on it, so I could send any Lego piece or whatever, and they would like print their stuff on it, which I found really odd.
Mm. Yeah, we bought some decal. We've been trying to. We haven't decaled yet. We bought some decals. Trying to decal,
we
but
we haven't even tried yet. We were going to, but I don't know. It looks like a lot of effort, so we kind of punched.
Oh no, it is a lot of effort, and to be honest, like I find that one of the most frustrating things with the sort of trying to enjoy the Lego community online is, you know, I want to share my hobby, but at the same time, I just want to enjoy my hobby. You know, I don't want to have to spend so much time. You know, occasionally I make reels for my Instagram, and like the other night, it took like an hour to make a reel, and I was like, what am I doing? Like, I should, be building the Lego, you know, not showing people, you know. And I think that probably says more about social media than it does about Lego. But you know, I think that's one sort of frustrating thing. And yeah, it's a lot of effort, and you can see how to some people that ends up being their life, doesn't it? You know, having a sort of YouTube channel or things like that. But no, I mean, what you guys are doing is really good. I like the long form, unscripted discussions. I think it works.
Appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, yeah, we really appreciate you coming on our pod today, and I think we had a great discussion.
Oh no, it's been fantastic, guys. I can't thank you enough for having me on.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Really appreciate it.
We can have you on again, maybe.
I think that's
yeah, sure. Anytime, guys. Just feel free to let me know.
Luke will message you.
All right.
On the Instagram.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. I'll definitely let you know. Yeah. We had a good time.
Yeah, that's cool. Fantastic. Take care, guys. Thanks for having me on.
All right. You as well.
You too. Have a good one.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.